Hi everyone! Today I'm excited to introduce you to the world of installation art. In the 1960s, something interesting was happening with art. It wasn't just a single painting or a single sculpture anymore. If you recall, minimalist Dan Flavin's fluorescent lights took up an entire wall. Art was moving from the walls and pedestals and beginning to take up an entire room. The work not only took up space in the room, but it was specifically created for that environment, installed there purposefully, hence the term installation art. One of my favorite things about installation art, aside from the large scale, is that most installation art is created to incorporate the viewer into the work. I can't go on without telling you about the coolest installation I've ever seen. So far, that is. It was back in the 2005 Whitney Biennial in New York City, and it was called Fireflies on the Water by Yayoi Kusama. Kusama transformed a 12 by 12 foot room into a magical experience. She lined the ceiling, walls, and floor with mirror, dangled multicolored twinkle lights from the ceiling, and poured water onto the floor. One by one, guests to the museum could enter the room, closing the door behind them. For a few minutes, they would be transported somewhere beautiful, thanks to Kusama's brilliant installation. Installation art is all about transformation. It's not limited to rooms inside museums either. This art style encompasses a wide array of artworks, from video or sound to large-scale outdoor transformations. Installation art can be temporary or permanent. If temporary, the work is often documented with photo or video. Before the term installation was coined, this kind of art was called environment, temporary art, or project art. Installation art that is found outdoors is called land art or environmental installation art. One of the most famous environmental installation artists is Christo, who works in tandem with his wife Jean-Claude. They are both known by only their first names, and many times only by Christo, though the two artists complete most projects together. Christo and Jean-Claude are famous for their wrapped items, everything from trees to islands to buildings and monuments. They have also strung a 24-mile fabric fence across rural countryside and installed huge blue and yellow umbrellas along the coast of California and Japan. Their latest installation, called The Gates, involved placement of over 7,000 fabric curtains along New York City's Central Park. In contrast to Christo's large-scale land art, artist Sandy Skoglund creates busy, visually stimulating indoor installations. Her work is considered surrealist, as her scenes can be fantastical and dreamlike in appearance. An excellent example of this is Revenge of the Goldfish, a recreation of a bedroom, everything painted the same shade of blue, with dozens of goldfish laying on the floor and strung from the ceiling to swim mid-air as one person sleeps and one sits on the edge of the bed, as if woken from a dream. In Radioactive Cats, Skoglund creates a weathered, run-down kitchen entirely in gray, with neon green clay cats invading the place. An elderly couple in the scene seem to not even notice the cats at all. Skoglund often uses real actors in her scenes, as is the case for both couples in these pieces. Installation art grew in popularity, and by the turn of the 21st century, many artists were working within that style. Part of the draw of installation art is its flexibility. This blanket term can describe many artistic endeavors which are large-scale, three-dimensional, and site-specific. Artists continue to transform spaces through installation art today.